what's gonna go hand in hand with this is what we were kind of talking about with a deep half guard too, is let's say that John has really good posture in his knee and he kind of bows his knee out this way a little bit. This is gonna be really hard if he's got good positioning for me to get a good bite on him. But it makes it really easy for me to have like access to the deep half guard because I only have to rotate my hips a little bit. And honestly, I'm not really changing his position that much. All I'm doing is extending his leg. So like I'll try to bite on the knee twist when I can't. Look, I hook over top of his Achilles. Now this is the biggest thing. People just try to like turn their knees this way. It really has to be like a pendulum motion. So I wanna go like extend, 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 swoop in, okay? Once I get into this position, a lot of people have different issues with either the underhook or the person dropping their knee. That's another thing too, is if he drops his knee right away, this automatically changes everything. So let's go over that first, before the underhook. I wanna think about ideally keeping like the front of my shoulder flush to the back of John's hamstring. The reason why is because if he does the movement that he just did, so he drops this knee down and sits back on me, here, if my shoulder is out here, he's gonna sit on my hips, kill my hips, and then he's gonna be able to start twisting me and passing me, and it's just gonna be really bad for me. So when I'm here, just the fact of always thinking like my shoulder is glued to him, even if I'm not grabbing him. If he does that movement here, it's much different. I'm in control now. I can just get up to my knees and pop out the back door if I need to, okay? Another thing that's gonna be really important is like using my hook and keeping a lot of tension on his adductor muscle. This is gonna really cut down his mobility on top, you know? So as I'm here, what we can start to lead this into is the reverse half guard because I wanna go over some of the positioning. It's my favorite spot to try to get into. Most of my guards try to lead into that half guard, but this is very important. So if John has his hands on the mat a lot of times, one thing I can do is to defend the underhook too is look, I grab on the inside of the belt and keep this very nice and tight. Some of the lapel variations are really good too, but the problem with this situation, if I am gonna, I know this grip is very popular, but it becomes a little bit problematic sometimes if I'm here with John and he's able to get his hand into this space because I'm gonna have to re-pummel. So like if he's able to underhook me here a little bit, the only way that I can think about repummeling here is letting go of this and making this space bigger. He's gonna have more control of my arm. He can start to attack the arm lock, get the underhook deeper. So that's the thing where I think you don't run into problems with the belt. Like when I'm here, I can really lock this up nice and tight and it makes it tough. And I always want to try to like use this mechanic with my hook and swing John this way to try to get him to base his hands on the mat. Whenever his hands are on the mat, and this concept stays true in all of the different half guards you're going to be working on, that he can't attack me, he can't come over me, he can't underhook me, he can't choke me. So the more you can get him to actively post, the better it's going to be for me, okay? Now, what I want to try to do ideally from here is I always use the deep half guard to try to set up the reverse half guard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my right arm here and I'm going to do like a little shoulder shrug here and I'm going to like kind of tuck my head like a turtle, and as I swing, I'm going to go swing and I pop out the back door. So what I'm waiting for here is as John starts to turn back towards me to grab my head, I can either start to try to chase the back here, or even if I don't get that, if he's able to get all the way around here and he grabs me by the head, this with the hand here. Yep. Yeah. This is very important. When we're here, I really want to think in the reverse half guard. I never want to do this because if John's able to grab my legs and pull them towards me, I'm going to get my guard pass super easy. It doesn't matter how good I am at the leg work or with the upper body. He's going to have me like almost in a smash pass, you know? So just making sure like, people say triangle, but I don't think triangle is a great way to say it because if you come over here, if you can see this space here, it's very easy, and I'm having a hard time to control his leg because there's a lot of space in there. So look, I like lock my legs this way and I plant my left foot. And now look, I'm gonna rotate my hips a little bit. This is gonna create like 90 degrees on the knee, and it's gonna be very similar like to the knee twist pressure that we talked about at the very start of the video. So this is gonna be much better to control. And my leg is really far away from John. So he's really gonna have to like get up and over to my leg to start to try to bring my legs over this way. And it makes it hard for him to control my pants. Anytime he can't control my pants, it's gonna be really easy for me to do like any of the reverse half guard sweeps, especially the easy ones like the reverse elevator sweep. One thing that you can do if you wanna start to get good at that is just really practice the footwork. So in the half guard, in any situation, whenever we have a hook, we have a cover on top. I can't just do this because he can just step out of the move. So, you know, just getting in the habit of just like going 1, 2, and just windshield wipering those legs here, 1, 2. And then I can work into bringing this foot to the ground because my power is gonna come from the ground. If I try to kick John like this, I don't have any jam on that hook, you know? But once I go 1, 2, 1, 2,
And then finish it once so you can see.
1, 2, and all the way across.